Canto 12 takes place in the seventh circle of hell, the circle of violence. This canto follows Dante's journey through the first round of the seventh circle, featuring those who are violent against their neighbors. After passing the Minotaur, Dante finds himself atop a hill overlooking groups of centaurs circling the Phlegethon, the river of blood. While the seventh circle of hell consists of the Phlegethon, where those violent to their neighbors are punished, the wood of suicides, where those who are violent to themselves are punished, and the burning plain, where those who are violent to God, nature, and art are punished. Canto 12 takes place only as he travels across the Phlegethon. Those who suffer punishment in the outer ring of the seventh circle of hell have performed acts of violence against their neighbors, often being rulers and war leaders who have shed the blood of their fellow men. Their punishment for their sinful acts is to be submerged in the boiling river of blood. However, the different sinners are submerged based on the degree of their guilt, with those having sinned the most being submerged the deepest in this river. Those who attempt to rise higher out of the river than they are permitted are shot down by the centaurs patrolling the banks. This punishment fits their sin because it is a reversal of their lives. Having spilled the blood of others during their lifetime, they are forced to boil in blood forever. Dante has placed Alexander the Great, Dionysus, and Attila the Hun in the seventh circle of hell. Alexander the Great was a king who had created one of the largest empires of the ancient world by the time he was 30. The reason he is put here is because of the wars he started with his neighboring countries, and all of the death he caused because of these wars. Dionysus was the second king of Syracuse, who had an unpopular rule, and was eventually exiled. But he became a tyrant of the city of Locri, and forced his way back to Syracuse. He regained his power by taking advantage of the political instability, causing hundreds to die. Attila the Hun was a ruler of the Huns, and became one of the most feared men of the Eastern and Western Roman empires. He is here because of his attacks on the Roman Empire and his invasion of Italy, Dante's home country.
Throughout Canto 12, there are many allusions to mythological characters and historical figures that Dante encounters. For example, at the edge of the broken cleft lay spread the infamy of Crete, the heir of Bastility, and the lecherous queen who hid in a wooden cow. This quote is referencing the infamous Minotaur of classic mythology. He was the son of the king of Crete, and he was born half beast and half man. But certainly, if I am not mistaken, it was just before the coming of him who took the souls from limbo that all hell was shaken. Dante is alluding to Christ's descent into hell when he took with him to heaven the first human souls to be saved. This event is seen by Dante as an act of divine love from God. Chiron is standing there hard by your side. Our answer will be to him. Chiron is a centaur. He was a teacher of Achilles and many other Greek heroes. Him and the other centaurs are symbols of the savage side in humans. They are tormentors of the sinners in this circle. Here they pay for their ferocity. Here is Alexander. Dante is alluding to Alexander the Great, who was a bloodthirsty tyrant. By placing some of the most famous historical figures in hell, glorifies God to Dante, as it means that everyone must accept punishment for their sins.
Because the punishment for sinners allows for individualized penalties depending on the extent of their sin, Dante has a chance to voice his politics and attitude towards the sinners. Throughout the canto, Dante has a more objective view of history, which makes the reader assume that many leaders would be ranked among these tyrants. However, Dante exempts them from severe punishment here. Also, the noticeable absence of Roman leaders in particular testifies to Dante's high regard for Rome.